3 minutes after the hour. Welcome back to Arkansas Fairways and Greens. And joining us on the live line now, Dr. Noel Henley, and he is an orthopedic surgeon, and he's here to talk to us today about common golf injuries. He is with Ozark Orthopedics in Fayetteville, practices at Washington Regional. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Appreciate very much, Doctor, you joining us. Well, what are the most common golf injuries that you see as an orthopedic surgeon?
Well, one useful way of thinking about this is there's two main groups of patients I see, younger players and older players. The younger players tend to injure themselves suddenly and have a sprain or a strain or a tear. Older golfers usually aggravate something that's already there, like arthritis. The one injury that kind of crosses over between the two is tendonitis, and that's the most common thing I see.
Now, I know that you recommend a certain glove for golfers. Tell us about that and why.
I do. The glove that I usually tell golfers to get is made by a company called Bionic. They're a company out of Kentucky that makes a glove that was designed by a hand surgeon and has a pad system that's based on natural hand anatomy that improves gripping strength and promotes a lighter, more relaxed grip.
Does this help, especially the folks that might be plagued by tendonitis?
Absolutely. Tendonitis and arthritis patients love these gloves. They give a good anatomic fit, and the way they're cut and designed makes the opening and closure and dexterity a lot more natural.
You know, the game of golf is a lot more difficult on the body than many of us realize, but now we're starting to realize it because of the injuries we see at the professional level. Tiger Woods' knee comes to mind. Mm-hmm. But do you see a lot of rotator cuff injuries? I've heard a lot of golfers complain about that.
Sure. Right. During the backswing, the rotator cuff of the leading arm is pinched basically between some bones in the shoulder, and that is a forceful thing that is damaging to the rotator cuff and the bursa that sits on top of it. And so you can either cause a bursitis or aggravate an existing bursitis with the full swing.
Dr. Henley, what about back injuries? I also hear a lot of golfers complain about their back. As we turn and try to hit the golf ball, the spine angle isn't always perfect, I don't suppose.
Right. So core strengthening of the core muscles of the spine and pelvis and hips is a pretty important part of training. And in fact, the injury to the spine and spine complaints and complaints of back pain are actually more common than the most common things I treat, which are hand and arm issues.
Now, back to the hand, you mentioned, in addition to tendonitis, arthritis. What can a golfer with arthritis do to help himself?
So arthritis is most common in the tips of the fingers and at the base of the thumb. And so there are lots of arthritis treatments, and they all are about equal, whether it's medication or topical pain creams or even wearing a splint when you're not on the course can help a lot. Injections of cortisone can help. You can't have them too often, but the main focus for most golfers should be minimizing the force of grip, and training yourself to do that obviously is pretty difficult. Gloves and the right kind of gloves and the right kind of instruction and coaching can help you with that as well.
Dr. Henley, this is Jay Fox with the Arkansas State Golf Association. I have tendonitis in my left thumb.
Yes, sir.
It got to the point where I literally couldn't pick up a glass of tea. Mm-hmm. The pain got so difficult, and the guy that I was working with here in Little Rock, Dr. Mike Moore, told me that I had to quit hitting the ground. Well, we know in golf that's kind of difficult to do, so I actually learned a different path, if you will, where I don't take as big a divot as I used to, and it helped a lot. But what I wanted to tell you was, before every round, I have to put a little lidocaine cream on my thumb, and I wrap it in Coban before I put my glove on. And I'm going to try your new Bionic glove here. I was not aware there was a glove out there that would help my problem.
Yes, sir. Good idea.
And if you would, Doctor, give us the name of the glove one more time, and we'll let you go.
Sure. It's Bionic.
Bionic. Doctor.
And there's a link to to that website on my website. If people want to read about it, they can go to my homepage, which is just noelhenley.com. That's NOELHENLEY.
Dr. Henley, it's been a pleasure. We appreciate you joining us this morning.
Y'all have a great morning.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Dr. Noel Henley, he is an orthopedic surgeon at Fayetteville, and we appreciate learning about the glove and also his tips for protecting ourselves.